It's PayPal. What the actual heck is going on with this name? It's been downtrending pretty much non-stop. Today on Friday, 1.8% drop, slipping below $200 level. So over the night, I don't usually read analyst price upgrades, downgrades. I usually don't care about what they say, but I just look up the key points. So two key points. All right, so the one, they downgraded from buy to hold. That's understandable. You don't want to sell when your stock is down 40%, right? So the analyst cited that the increased pretty much competition from Amazon Pay, Shopify, and even other businesses like Pay Now, Buy Now, Pay Later. So I know one of those, which is Affirm. I'm not sure about Upstart if they do offer such loans, but if you take a look at the PayPal's structure, 93% of their revenue comes from these transactions. Transaction revenue represents 93% of their revenue. It's not very diverse business. It is what it is. But these are the big concerns, all right? But they don't have if you look at the chart of PayPal, to me personally, it's looking like Alibaba, straight down for about 4 months is now, even though they don't have any regulatory issues here in the US. All right, so that's why for me this stock is still in a bear market, and from here, since it slipped $200 levels, there's not much of a technical I can say to watch, because the only support I'm seeing here from this level is this 185 180 zone, which acted as a support for about 5-6 months last year. All right, so that's the only level I'm watching for potential decent support, where it's not gonna slip below that level. Because if you zoom out, okay, let me switch to a weekly chart, and every candle on this chart represents weekly price action. So look at this sell-in. Every time I trade a stock, and I have been trading for 5 years, I have a feeling that there's always somebody knows way ahead of time a little bit more than you do. And usually the hint is the volume. I pay attention a lot to the volume, what's going on with a stock, and if you look at the price action for the past 6 weeks, so basically 1.5 months, it started selling with right away. Not it started slipping, let's say to low 200s and then volume. Okay, yeah, low 200s, volume increased significantly, but the big volume showed up right here. So I feel like someone knows insider information right here, right there, where they started selling big, and this selling persists even at these lower levels. I don't know if there are margin calls happening. Maybe somebody's over leveraged, just like if you guys remember Viacom and what else, Discovery, I believe, when Archegos, they were extremely over leveraged, and their position, I don't know, $5 billion or so. Morgan Stanley, a few banks, they were screwed, and they pretty much tried to liquidate, and they sold crazy. It looks like slowly people are getting margin called on this one, maybe because it's down too much. It's getting very, very oversold. Let's measure now, like how much it would be down if it goes down to 185 from 310. So it's already down like 40%, I believe. Let's take a look. No, it's not 40%. So from all-time highs, stock is down 37% now. If it goes down to 185, that would be somewhere at that 40% down. And that's a big down. And to the upside, well, the only trend I'm watching from here is this trend, this blue line up there. That is a downtrend I'm watching. So let me switch to maybe a daily chart. So lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. So for me, like for this stock, the base for me, basically this stock to reverse, it needs to test this level somehow. And for the year, let's take a look at year to date. I will be fine if this stock, because year to date it's not down as much. All right, it's down from all-time highs. And also last year, I think when PayPal, not actually, the eBay PayPal news came out, eBay saying pretty much, all right, we're gonna switch to Stripe. I don't know who they switched to, but they said, okay, we'll accept payments from customers for some time, but we will not be paying to the merchants through PayPal. That was the beginning of everything, I think. So let's take a look at. I'm not going to speculate about all those things that drove it down that much, but year to date, I'm only concerned where it's going to close this year, because November almost over. We have 1 week, and year to date, at the moment, down 18%. So I care about this level, so which is 230. Can this manage to close at the end of the year at these levels, or maybe slightly down? Maybe even if it closes above 220, I would be 225. It would be just fine for me. But for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, this is 6th year, 2021, PayPal hasn't been negative, let alone being this much down. So what about the option activity so far? I'm filming this video a little bit early. It's been 2 hours since market started trading. The volume so far for the options, 125,000 calls, 55,000 puts. Not a significant volume. Yeah, it's still early, but let's see that volume alone, what those people are betting on. So if I see, okay, I'm seeing a lot of short terms. I'm not going to pay attention to these ones. I want to see if people are buying leap calls. So I'm seeing 2021, but that's a cheap order, $300 call for January. But it's not a leap either. It's 2 months of time frame. So let me scroll down a little bit more. February 230 call. All right, that's fine. What else? We have 250 call for January. All right. What else? We have March 270 calls, but these are spreads. So I'm not seeing like people coming in buying long-term leaps while this stock is down that much. Maybe people waiting actually, if usually option traders are either hedgers or traders, day traders, and they like to trade off of support resistance levels. And at the moment, there's no indication that this is a support. The risk of going long at 196 is all the way till 184 because there's no much of a support until it hits those levels. Of course, it can reverse the course here, but there are too many back holders at that point, and maybe some people just waiting for the stock to pop and just get out, because a lot of people tried to bottom ticket at these levels 4 days of a $200 support and then rally, back test. And yesterday even people were maybe thought that, okay, this is it. I think it can't go lower than that. But now it's slipping more. But the volume today is not significant, even though it's early. We have to see that. But if you look at the past month of action, consistent volume, basically selling. So there's not much I can say about that. Those are the levels I'm watching. Resistance 200 to the upside. If it pops 225, just like I said on other video, that nothing has changed. 225 is the resistance. We have a gap to fill. So yeah, that's it for PayPal, I guess. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.